Hello and happy holidays to you and your family. Welcome to another gameplay video featuring Light the Lamp Hockey. My name is Jordan, the creator of the game, and we are in version 0.76, the holiday update. Today I will showcase the new nuances in gameplay regarding the big update, which has been collisions and defensive measures. Now, you're gonna get pushed around, knocked down, and even tied up in certain battles with your opponents. And you can also use hitters to clear some space out for you on the ice. And, well, unfortunately, the more skilled players are not so good at defense. There have been some updates to the AI from players to goalies. Passers now look for one-timers a lot better, and goalies are more intelligent about when and when not to cover the puck, which is pretty helpful. Of course, this is a game about a recreational league, so nothing is perfect, and mistakes are in fact part of the game. Also added Steam Cloud Saves, which has been great for switching computers around for testing. And today I will be playing as the Mashers, player locked to defenses. I think it's a great way to show off the differences in teams as well, showcase your own skill. I am an offensive player in real life, but I have an eye for defense sometimes, and an overall analysis of the game. And man, I've also been just doing freaking really well in the defensive position, so let's just start off by going over the tournament bracket, which was selected at random prior to this video. Alright, here's the daggum bracket here. We got the Brawlers and the Wampas starting off our first game. Torrent, Clappers, CBs, the Knights, and the final round one matchup, Siege and Mashers. It's gonna be frickin' wild out here. And let's go to the game now, which should be on. Doesn't look like it. That's cool. What in God's name is going on, man? Alright, so we're going to do for the bottom bracket, I think that'll be the home team. So let's look back over there, baby. Let's look back over there. Yeah, Wampas will be home, and the Brawlers will be away. So let's go ahead and go to play now over here, boy. And we're going to be doing regular, because it's going to be down to that roster. And I'm just gonna have the CPU do the line changes, so I'm gonna just switch to auto here in a second. Frickin' Light the Lamp Hockey, baby! Early access tournament. Who's gonna be the champion? Let's start off round one right now. Let's see what the computer does here. They're gonna take a little bit of analysis, it looks like. Starting off with the hitting line. Oh, sweet God. Yeah, you gotta leave Mr. Danger out there. Well, let's see what the Wampas do. They're up against some serious opposition with the hitting. And in case you're wondering why this is turn-based, well, home teams always get last change in real hockey, so I thought it would be cool to just have if you're the home team, have that last change, and it'll be interesting once franchise mode comes around and you can switch your lineups accordingly to what they're putting out there on the ice. And not to mention, coach mode will be fun that way as well. Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. Got our holiday update with the red and green everywhere. I hope that's great for everybody. Get you in that Christmas spirit. And off we go. Round 1, game 1 of the early access tournament has begun. Brandon Lately regrouping in his own zone, trying to get it out. Brandon Lately is kind of a god in this game, I've realized. He's quite good. All right, Wall trying to get it out of his zone. Just, oh, Mr. Danger. He's good at one thing, and that's danger. Denise carrying it out of the zone. Brandon Lately stops him. Look out. The Wall with a shot wide. And they just can't seem to get it going here with the passing. Here comes the Wall. The shot. Big save. Off the post. And the Brawlers are really taking it to the Wampas in this first round matchup. Here comes Geary. I mean, Jonathan Giroux. Brandon Lately getting it out of the zone, and he does. Let's see what they do here. And they see an opportunity. Here comes the Brawler. Shot off the post. Brandon Lately gets it deep into the zone. Man, I really feel like the Wampas need to figure this defensive structure out. Oh, Wall right there in the slot. Misses. A quick period and not a lot happening. There was a lot of regrouping going on that first period. Let's see what happens on these intermission line changes. All right, so great choice there by the Brawlers for putting that line back out there because, my God, they had the puck the whole time. And here we go, period 2, round 1, game 1. Absolute domination by the Brawlers with the shots. 6-0 on those shot counts. Brawlers also the hitting team, but it seems they are just not getting what they need here in terms of the chances. There's Brandon Lately trying to figure out what he's got to do here to get a goal. Wampa's trying to keep them to the outside, but that's not working out. Oh, bad pass there. Skips over the player's stick and down the other end. Wampas are going to try to regroup here. No one there in the slot. Down goes the puck. Bobby Green with it now, trying to get out of the Wampa zone. Brawlers are back in the offensive zone again. Brandon Lately right there on the doorstep. What a save. Bobby Green getting it out. I don't think the Wampas have recorded a shot yet. Here comes Mr. Danger. Shot and a goal. Mr. Danger. Good God in heaven. The Wampas can't figure this out at all. Brandon Lately getting it deep. There's a penalty on the play, and interference is called on the Brawlers. If you got a hitting line out there, you're just begging to get a call. So with their big player down, Brandon, going into the next period, let's see what the Wampas figure out here in the second intermission. One thing's for sure, they need to get the pucks in deep, and they need to get some shots. So they decided to replace Brandon with Eric Rampart and Mr. Danger with golf there. I guess this is a closing line. And let's see what the Wampas do. Nothing. I don't know if that was the right decision, but let's see where this takes them. These stats are not going to be good. Absolute blankage. Wampas with 0 shots, Brawlers with 8. There's just nothing to get excited about, Wampas fans. But hey, there's a chance right there. But they're pushing their, yeah. Brawlers definitely got their closing line out. They're thinking they can just handle the defensive aspect. And a battle in the crease there. Just everybody interfering with everybody. And that's another shot for the Brawlers, making it number 9, and I think the Wampas might have gotten 2 there. We'll see on the final count, but here comes Jonathan Giroux. Bobby Green with the puck now. Let's see what he does. They just can't get anything going. And the fans are not impressed. They're starting to leave the building now. All Brawlers on this first round matchup. I feel like the Wampas just don't have it in them for this game. It's like they just woke up. What a hit. Eric Rampart shot wide. Here comes Bobby. Yep, here comes Jonathan Giroux. What is he doing? What is he doing? But what the crap? They had a chance. They decided to go for the complex play on a breakaway. Well, that's unfortunate. Brawlers win 1-0. Wow, no recorded shots, even though I thought they got a shot there. But all right, fantastic. That's the first time I've ever seen a blank, a complete blanking. Ladies and gentlemen, overall 0 for the Wampas there. Terrible. Well, that concludes our first round matchup. And we'll get ready to do the second game of our first round here shortly.
And welcome back to game number 2. We got Tourney and the Clapper on deck for this
first round tilt here. Let's go ahead and get right back into LTL. We're in the demo mode right now. Should be a good one. These two teams are known for being pretty equal. So let's see what happens.
The real thing that excites me is artificial intelligence.
All right, let's see what happens here. We got the Sorian Winslow, the captain of the Torrent, and certainly a great player, leading the charge here, unless she gets benched, which is also a possibility. They're going to put Stout in. They're going with a different approach this time. And keep Levi, Dougie Hara. Let's see if they keep him in there. He's got the speed, and he shoots. And Ron Upshot. So they're just benching Sorian here for some reason, and I imagine we might see her by the end of the game, but who knows? Let's see if the Calvin Klein line makes its debut, guys. The old Clappers versus the Torrent. And in case you missed it, in last game, game number 1, we saw the first ever blanking of a team. Brawlers beat the Beauties 1-zip, and the Brawlers beat the Wampas 1-zip, and blanked the whole, like, no shots, no goals, no hits. First time I've ever seen it. Now I've played a godly amount of games. Penalty called here. Interference for the Torrent. And we see our first power play here. Dana Stout. 1 minute for interference. So here comes the Klein line. They can't seem to connect a pass, though. Here comes a shot. What a blast. Good Lord. Upshaw just didn't get down there in time, and it goes through his legs. What a goal by the Clappers in our first period. The Klein line getting points. And here they come again. So I get the puck in deep and got a shot while they're at it. So here comes Stout. Sophie Apple had a little bit of trouble on that dump in. Wow, crazy bounce there. Torrent almost had a shot there on Sophie. Here comes Klein. Gets thrown right back at an icing call. I guess the Torrent touched it. Shot on Ron again. The Torrent goaltender.
big old collision right there in front of the goaltender. Clappers and Torrent really starting to swing at each other. Stout moving out. Decide to drop the pass. And that's the end of the first period. Clappers up by 1. Great goal by John Calvin. Puts them up. See if any adjustments will be made here from the Torrent. Cliff Porter will get the replacement here in the forward position. Sarah Silver will make her debut. And Ron is getting the pull, and Shield is going in. Let's see if any adjustments are made over here for the Clappers. I imagine, yeah, none. And here we go. The Klein line versus a new line here the Torrent just put out. I believe Sarah's a pretty good player, so we'll see what happens. Here comes Porter. Someone is dead on the ice. Stout regrouping. Oh, and a chance there as they push the puck towards Sophie. She gets it rather easily, though. And we have a face-off over here in the Clapper zone. Shot from the Torrent. Had some action there in the slot. Here comes the Klein line now. Stout, Klein, shot. Great shot, but saved over there by Shield. The backup goaltender for the Torrent. Sarah Silver there taking some pot shots. Calvin with a chance right there in the slot. Here comes Porter dumping it deep. Let's see what they do here. They got to battle to get that puck, though. Here comes Stout. Porter. Puck gets dislodged, and it looked like the Clappers were coming back, but they caught back up with him. Torrent. Now here comes the Clappers. Shot. Bounces off Shields, and it's back into the neutral zone. Oh, another big hit by Klein. Absolutely decimating this Torrent line. Here comes Stout. Shot. Goes to the short side. Porter with another shot. He's had a few. And that's it for the second period. Clapper's still up by 1, but you gotta like what you're seeing from the Torrent. However, they're gonna need some type of defense against this hitting line. CPU believes that this is the line to have, so It's insane that we haven't seen Sorian in action, but that's how it goes sometimes. And let's go ahead and switch to auto line change because that makes sense. And as expected, the Klein line will end this game. Shot 7-2 for Clappers. Torrent had their chances. They just shot a lot wide. And another shot for them. A penalty on the play here. And it looks like it's going to be on the Clappers, so we're going to see a power play in action here. Now one per side. Penalty on Richie for that hit that resulted in a trip, it seems. So here comes Sarah Silver. Calvin, shot there, shorthanded chance, had another rebound. Stout with the puck now, and he's moving towards the offensive zone, and what a goal! A floater to just goes underneath Sophie Affel's glove there. Oh, it's just too late and out of position. But that would have been the one to grab. Sophie with a miscalculation there, and now we've got a tie hockey game in period 3. Here comes Stout with a shot. Big rebound off the post. Torrent had a chance to make this a freaking 2-1 Torrent freaking lead. And a penalty was called. So now Clappers are on the power play, and they're going to be lethal. Oh, bad defensive strategy there. Clappers are having a tough time on their power play here. And here comes the Torrent. They're trying to stop the Clappers from getting a chance there on the power play, and they dump it out. Oh, and look at this. It's a Torrent had a chance there, but it was not many seconds on the clock. As we go to overtime for our first time here in this early access tournament championship. It was a very good period for the Torrent, so great changes there performed by the Torrent. Porter, big chance there. And here we go, big chance there by Torrent. Clappers moving back, TJ with the puck, trying to get through the neutral zone, but stopped by the Torrent, Sarah Silver, and we are going to a shootout. Good Lord. So it comes down to this, a sudden death shootout. Each team will have one chance If there is a goal scored, the other team will answer, or if, in the latter part of the round, if that other team scores and the first one did not, the game is over. So let's see what happens. Clappers start the shot. And Calvin was denied over there by Shield. Torrent now have a chance to win this hockey game and move on to round 2 to face the Brawlers. Shot went directly into Sophie, I believe. Here comes Brad Certain. Shot goes wide. Here we are at the end of round 2. Let's see if Torrent can get a goal and seal this thing up. Here comes Stout. The slowest shot I've ever seen in shootout history. All right, round 3. Here comes Calvin. What a blast. Just decided to skate on up to Shield and shoot it as hard as he can and getting the goal. It's pressure time here for Torrent. Here comes Sarah. The shot, save, and that's it. The Clappers have won this hockey game and move on to round 2 to face the Brawlers. Player of the game is Sophie Apple of the Clappers. Great goaltending. Only had that mistake with the floater that kind of sent them to the shootout, but that is your player of the game. And let's get set here for game 3 here shortly. And welcome back. Here we are in game 3 of round 1. As you can see above, we got the 2 results of the 2 games. Brawlers beat the Wampas in a spectacular fashion, and the Clappers barely escape with their lives in a shootout victory against the Torrent. Up next, we got the Sea Beasts and the Knights. 2 teams that'll absolutely try to run all over each other. So let's go into LTL and see what is going on over there.
The real thing that excites me is artificial intelligence.
Alright, Knights and Sea Beasts. Here we go, boys. Sea Beasts have the Jarvis brothers. And some pretty good goaltending, if I recall. Let's see. The Knights are pretty good at speed and shooting, I believe. Let's see what happens here when we put it on auto line changes.
The next road to greater wealth must come by replacing men's minds with machines.
And Rob Ron's gonna get the start. He'll be the center. Stacy's also going to get the nod for defense. So we're all set. Game 3, round 1. Sea Beasts and the Knights. home and away teams have split 1-1 in this early access tournament. So here we go. Who will take this one? Here comes Goldberg coming in, and Jarvis 1, Jarvis 2. What a shot deflection there on the goaltender there. Trying to get something going there. Sea Beast coming out swinging. 3 shots already. Red cycling the puck in. Great plays there. Goodness, they're firing on all cylinders, the Sea Beasts, as they just try to get a goal here in the first period. Reynolds gets it out. Goes off the goaltender, and Jarvis is coming back in. The pass to Jarvis, too. Shot. Here comes Robron. Flattened there in the boards. Lots of skill for the Sea Beasts. The Knights get it out, and Jarvis will almost shot it into his own net with that errant pass. Popoff holds on to it. And we're going to have a face-off over here in the Sea Beast zone for the first time. Red moving it out for the Sea Beast to the neutral zone. They decide to drop it back to a very long pass into his offensive zone. Off the boards and in. Goldberg trying to get it back out. They just can't get anything going here, the Knights. It was a pitiful period for the Knights. They did not have an answer for that first line of the Sea Beast. And as we go into the locker room here, but it's still tied 0-0. Wise decision there. They kept that line. All right, stats for the first period intermission. After period 1, no goals. And tied for shots. A lot of those were long bombs from the Sea Beast, but I'm sorry, the Knights. But it's a whole new period. Waith holds on to it, and we get a face-off. Great chance there from Robron, and he just gets flattened there in front of the crease. And there's a scrum going on here. Someone's trying to hit the puck, and the Sea Beast come out. Shot on the net. Save there by Waith. They're trying to get something going, but they can't seem to get the shot they need. Sea Beast still have the puck. And Goldberg's going to try to get it out now. Here comes Goldberg. Pass. Too fast for Robron. And he's coming back in. Well, you got to admire the Knights' pressure here. They just can't get a shot, though. Icing called, and we'll be coming back to the Sea Beast zone here. The Knights trying to get something going. Robron with a shot. Wide, and Goldberg comes back in. Reynolds passing it to the slot, but no one there. Here comes Red of the Sea Beast. Shot wide. Robron again. And that's the end of the first period. It's still knotted up 0-0. A lot better period for the Knights. And there's going to be a change in the lineup. I'm going to assume that this is to get some points here. And that's a good decision to leave the snipers in there. And they're going to put in some muscle there. Darren Popoff is coming out, and they're going to brigade with Summer. Okay, so no changes for the Knights, but aggressive changes for the Seabees. Popoff is out. And the backup goaltender is in. Here comes Anders. Shot wide. And a goal by the CB. Sanders with the goal. Quick play right at the hash marks. What a release, and gets a goal. Nicks off the post and in. CB's up by 1. 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the third period. Fantastic goal by Ryan Anders there to put the Sea Beasts up by 1. Here comes Rob Ron, murdered at the neutral zone by the hitters of the Sea Beast. And it's an icing. CB's just trying to keep the pressure on. Back to right. Another shot on the Knights net. Goes wide a little bit. And they just kind of murdered the team in the corner. The Knights are getting beat up. Robron trying for one desperate play, but Wright holds on to it after stealing it from Robron, and he's just going to milk the clock. And that's it. Seabeast win Game 3 and advance to Round 2. Ryan Ander with a huge goal, propelling them into Round 2. They credited the player of the game to Eagle Summers, who I don't even think saved a shot in the third period, but we all know it was meant for Popoff. So that's it for our game number 3. We've finished up round 1 with the Mashers. And I believe, let's look again. Mashers and Siege. Oh, yes. All right, it's time for the final game of round 1. Let's look at the bracket. Brawlers advance over Wampas. Clappers advance over Tourney. Sea Beasts advance over the Knights. And finally, we got the Siege and the Mashers. Mashers will be hosting Siege. So, this will be the game that I'm actually going to play, and I'll be doing full lock defense. So let's go ahead and get into Light the Lamp Hockey. Well, let's get going. Alright, so starts our Master's Journey, or our Master's Journey ends right here. Let's find out. Let's pay close attention to who the Siege put out there, or if they choose not to. So yeah, let's go with... Let's take Langford out and put in Dan. He's got the hard shot. And we'll keep... Actually, we'll put in Alea. This might be a really good line. We got Dan, Aleo, and Cox. Alrighty, well, let's move on. Period 1. Masher Siege, final game of round 1. Let's see if the team I'm playing as has a chance. Okay, playing as Dan Cox here on the blue line, and Dan, the Canada Dan, throws it to me, and I'll pass it off to Canada Dan, and we're off. Let's wait for support here, if possible. Leo sprinting down towards the other end, and big chance! Goal by Dan Cox! What a rebound chance! Got there in time. It just sits there. We got the release off just in time to get nailed. And the Masters are up by 1. I think that may be our first goal and assist game of the whole tournament. Or, sorry, goal. And that's pretty cool. Got the puck in deep there. Aleo with the puck now. Passing it to me, gonna get the shot off. Nice poke. Oh, muscling me off. Price. Big chance there for the Siege. Aleo getting some space out there. Damn, the shot that goes wide. And Thomas looks like he's gonna hold that. as we near the closing seconds of period 1 with Mashers up by 1. A rip there from Dan. It goes off the post. And Jeremy Arnold with the save. And that ends period 1. Mashers up by 1. Should I make adjustments? It's looking good right now, that's for sure. A whole new lineup for the Siege. Plum, Price, and Timber. Didn't really pay attention to what their attributes are, so I'm gonna try to go with more power. So I'm gonna put in Trey and switch the goalie to Lavorne. Put in Seth, and I guess I'll be myself here. And that will be it. Let's see what happens here with the adjustments. Don't know what line this really is that they put out here for the Siege, but we'll find out real quick. Big shot there by Siege. It goes wide. Just gonna make them get it. Easy puck for LeBorn there. Oh, bad bounce off me to, wow, big battle there in the corner, and it looks like there's going to be a penalty called for roughing on the Siege. So we got a power play chance here for the Mashers. Let's see if we can get another goal and get that 2-goal lead there. Trey Gibson with a chance, hammering away. Price has the puck now for the Siege. Boxing people out, and bad pass to Trey, and Trey rips it back. Off the boards to Trey. I'm going to hang back here. Seth with a blast, saved by Thomas. Seth with the puck here. Let's see what he does. I guess he's trying to get that angle there, or sneak in a wraparound. And that's it for period 2. May keep the same line out. I'm not so sure. Goalie switch has occurred. Promise is in for Thomas. Trey forward. Oh, crap. I messed that up. Move Trey here. And we'll move Drew into defense. So Langford, Trey, Drew, Jonathan Lavorne, and that'll be our lineup for period 3. Can this be the start of something real special? Let's see. In the third period, the Mashers up by 1. Trey Gibson with the goal! Trey went in there with so much confidence. There was a little bit of daylight and he found it there. Trey with the shot and the goal. The Mashers are up by 2. Power play goal. Fantastic play. And now the Siege have to answer. Trey breaking free. Rebound. They can't get to it. A heat-seeking pass. Gordy Lass with a chance on Lavorne. All right, so let's try to get the puck out and play some defense. Drew's got the puck, shot. Tried to pass it to the slot there. It was just too much heat. Long pass to Trey, and off he goes. Langford with the puck now, and he passes it to another player. And that's it. The Mashers win 2-0 and advance to round 2. Almost an easy victory, I would say. There was a couple hiccups there, but the Mashers successfully win. Jonathan gets the player of the game, the goaltender for the Mashers. And we'll look at the bracket one more time and close out this episode. Round 2 will be soon enough. And then we will finish up this early access tournament. And with that Mashers win in the books, here is the outlook for round 2. We got the Brawlers taking on the Clappers, and the Sea Beasts taking on the Mashers. Be sure to like and subscribe to the Scalded Dog Games page for an update on this tournament bracket. We should be done before the Christmas break. And of course, if you're interested, please look at the Light the Lamp hockey page on Steam. Should be some information in the description. And we hope to see you guys next time for the conclusion of our Early Access Tournament Championship. I'm Jordan, and see you next time.